Hey guys, this is Camfree15 back at it with another video for you guys. I'm back with another My Hero Academia manga chapter review for you guys. Obviously I want to get this thing out the way. Sorry for not uploading last week's chapter review. I was busy with finishing up my first session of final weeks of classes homework, and it was a lot to handle, so I couldn't find no time on my last Sunday to be able to get that up to you. But I thought the last chapter was pretty interesting, the whole plan being set up to split them all up in their own designated locations. But it seems like, especially with this chapter, it's thrown into a whole problem because, well, Deku was pulled in by Toga to get her to probably more than likely get Toga wants to hear Deku's thoughts on if he can change for the better and stuff like that, but we'll see where that goes. But this chapter strictly focuses on Bakugo and company and his group against the efforts of Shigiraki. Anyways, this is My Hero Academia manga chapter 346, titled Super Hyper Unfair Broken Stage. Now, Best Genius goes on to ask, like, Deku isn't here because Bakugo at the end, at the last part of the chapter, last week's chapter said Deku's not here, and stuff like that. Now, he's obviously like, how are we gonna beat this guy if we don't have One for All with us? And Bakugo's like, I don't know, and stuff like that. He was dragged somewhere else. But essentially, they come up with the whole thing that we gotta alert everybody else, but obviously at the same time they're like, well, we gotta fight with the cards we're dealt with, so we gotta fight Shigiraki and everything. So yeah, the thing is, I'm guessing they're gonna have to hold Shigiraki up till they're able to get Deku back to the main battlefield. Now, Shigiraki essentially is up in the air and he's just observing everything. And he goes on to say that, like, this place is clearly floating in the sky. None of the escaped convicts or Liberation Front people came along for the ride, but it doesn't matter. And I won't make sure I don't go crazy and stuff like that. But essentially, he uses his decay quirk on the ground, but, well, it actually thrusts him up into the sky as a counter to his decay quirk. And obviously, Shigaraki's shocked and everything. And then, all and behold, he gets hit with an electromagnetic barrier when he gets pushed up to the top and everything. Shigaraki's muscles on his body start to lock up, but essentially he's trying to fight back. But that's when Best Genius captures him, and Best Genius goes on to say, as long as your brain and muscles are still operating, your body, then a powerful electric current will make you stiffen up. Even someone who has these superhuman powers will only be helpless for about a few seconds and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, Shigaraki saying, like, is it a mechanism to keep my decay from spreading? And essentially he's like, don't worry, I'll figure out your plan and beat you guys and stuff like that. Now, Best Genius goes on to say, we're floating up in the sky, yeah. The ground here is a precious resource, and we're practically giving it away for free and everything. And we find out the whole thing about this whole, I guess, thing in the air, this whole fortress in the air, is the fact that the thing is, they're replacing essentially, you know, the area that Shigaraki destroyed or decayed, it's already being replaced and everything. And this was a place for Shigaraki to be defeated and everything. So we have it to where essentially the support level teacher and the students, they're making the necessary requirements to be able to have things ready to fix, and they have Cementos replace it back in order to fill in the gaps and stuff like that. And essentially, thanks to the genius of Mei Hatsume, she's helping along with this, as well as the fact that Momo is also helping make the essentially make the parts to be able to continue to create these rock solid land bases, or I guess you can say these environmental things, so they can be able to replace, boom, fix it, and then Battlefield still same in. I did like the whole interaction between Mei and Yaoyorozu. I thought it was cool because it's kind of their first time meeting each other, and I liked the fact how, you know, she's saying, like, my hero's name's Creati, but my friends call me Momo. Momo, or Yamamomo, stuff like that. But you know, essentially, she's like, you can call me that, but you can call me Momo. I don't really care and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool and everything. At the same time too, they're giving Momo food so she can eat, so she can continue to create things and not like run out of energy and stuff like that. Anyways, Best Genius goes on to say, our grand assignment was a way to find a way in containing your ability to cause instant widespread death, and your speed on which is on par with All Might was in his prime. We wanted to make sure we handle that and take care of that. So essentially behind the plan of Mei Hatsume, who's a 16-year-old girl, you know, they created the system to find a way to counteract your decay ability, and guess what? We'll be able to take care of it, and stuff and things like that. They're using Momo to make the things that make the items they need because their economy is destroyed, and then obviously they're using Cementos and the other heroes to put these into place and everything. And they're also getting power from this from Kaminari and a bunch of other students, like Fukudashi, manga Fukudashi, providing electrical charges and stuff like that to continue to keep this thing up in the air and stuff like that. And essentially, it's just an all type of effort working together to try to do an effort of taking down Shigiraki. But obviously, the main important factor is Deku's not here, so things definitely feel like they're going to get worse and everything. But essentially, the thing is, Best Genius, like, this is going to be your end. We're going to take you down once and for all. It's over. So Shigaraki's like, you're so proud of your tools, but it don't matter. When I use my shock wave, I'll fricking get out of here like easy. But Shigaraki sees he can't use it and he can't access it, and he's shocked by this. He's like, wait, what the heck? And we find out that Monoma is actually using he actually copied Aizawa's quirk, and they're doing the same strategy they did in the last battle, where essentially using Aizawa's quirk to shut down his Shigaraki's quirks, to make him essentially a mortal man and stuff like that. And essentially, Monoma's still laughing. He's like, yeah, take that, you final boss. We're going to take you and finish you off and everything. So yeah, now, Aizawa, he says he can't really fight and everything, but he has to stay there and do the best he can do to help and everything. So yeah. But obviously, the thing is, Aizawa knows the fact that, listen, yeah, this is great and all, but the bad news, Deku isn't here, and he was our wild card to help us take him down and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, we see this one move Shigaraki does where he creates like a cluster's worth of freaking fingers on his, I believe it's his left arm, and it's coming, and obviously Miriko's like, what the hell is that, Bakugo? And Bakugo's like, I don't know. We have to remember, Shigaraki's body wasn't perfect. This is perfect Shigaraki now, so he might be able to do something to counteract this whole thing. And this whole attack ends up hitting Miriko, and it's got like a bunch of freaking fingers and everything. And I don't know what this attack is supposed to do or anything, but it's so weird. And the chapter ends off with Shigaraki essentially saying, I used to think you were so cool. You turned out to be quite a letdown, Eraserhead. And yeah, and it's kind of a really weird graphic way of attack. And at the same time, these fingers are surrounding Shigaraki. Now, I don't know what that means. It's another upgraded form of his decay quirk, so now he can create like extended fingers and stuff like that and just decay you in contact. Miriko's in the middle of this attack, so she definitely in danger. I'm hoping that doesn't mean Miriko gonna end up potentially getting killed here. If that happens, oh my goodness, that's a huge loss. But this chapter what I thought was pretty crazy. I know some people say they didn't feel like they got enough in this chapter. I can understand, but really, truly, it's just one domino after the other. We got to see what it's going to be, and I think chapter's going to be like this, but be definitely interesting to see how much this full-powered Shigaraki is freaking even more dangerous because it seems like he still is able to use some parts of his quirk, even though Monoma's copying Aizawa's quirk. I don't know what this finger thing is, this barrage of hands slash fingers. It really looks disturbing and, weird. Will Mirako end up potentially being the first hero that ends up being killed? I hope not, especially for people who are fanboys of Mirako, because they're going to be like, what the heck? But yeah, Shigaraki definitely looks a lot more menacing and much more dangerous. So I don't know where this is going to go. Maybe we focus next week. There is no break. We focus maybe next week on the whole what's going on here, and then maybe cut over to Deku and see what's going on there. I don't know, but it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen next. But this is the chapter, but other than that, that's kind of it. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's chapter of My Hero Academia, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more My Hero Academia manga chapter reviews. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night on the channel this video. Until then, guys, peace.